Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly energy update, and this week we are moving into Libra season. That happens on September 22nd. I do have a video that I put out, a little pick a card for the Libra season, which came out on Sunday the 18th. So if you're watching this when these videos come out, it's coming out tomorrow. For all you Libra sun babies, happy birthday. There is a special bonus reading at the end of that pick a card for all of you, so you can check that out too. Now this week, of course, because we're going into Libra season, we're having our new moon on September 25th, which now that we're in Libra season, it is the new moon in Libra. So with the cycles of the moons, of course, we have a cycle every 28, 29 days in moons, but we also have this annual type of cycle where we're having a new moon in Libra now. And then in about 6 months from now, we will have a full moon in Libra, which allows you to see whatever you plant now in seeds around this Libra energy. You'll see it growing throughout time till it comes to fruition at the full moon of Libra next year. Now, so the most recent full moon we've had in the past was back on April 16th. So if you look around April 16th and see what may be around the subject of Libra energies you were letting go of and you were evaluating and reviewing, you can look and see what has been removed and what you're ready to replant in its place for this next kind of 5 or 6 months. So the Libra energy, of course, is around one-on-one relationships, which can be romance, friends, partnering with others to help you or you helping others. It is kind of a little bit about pampering yourself and having some, time for you and doing things for you. Can involve, of course, with the scales, you have the legal issues and justice. Being an air sign, you can have some, energies around overthinking. I know I'm a sun air sign, so I understand that. And of course, with those, it's all about balancing peace and harmony with those Libra scales. Now, as far as subjects around the physical body, what Libra rules over is the adrenal glands, the buttocks, kidneys, diabetes, and sugar levels. So if any of those items are items that you do want to have some energy around and some movement and some change with, that just empowers this new moon even more so. So, you get 10 new moon wishes. So every new moon you get this 10 wishes. And if you do use those wishes around these subjects, it just aligns the energy even more so with helping bring those to fruition. So you can look at those. Of course, the new moon in Libra is going to be around 3:54 p.m. Mountain Time, and you want to usually make those wishes within 8 hours after that. So you have that 8-hour window where it's just really, the energies are just extreme to help you towards those wishes. So if you do want to know more about making new moon wishes, about your birthday wishes, there's even something I call the Whopping wishes, which you can get 40 or even 80 of those a year. Also how you can use full moons for kind of a an unveiling and letting go type of ceremonies. I do have something that I call a Wish Upon a Star Astro Reading, which I'll put down in the description box below. There's a moving price scale on those between $10, $20, and $30. And I'll show you what your solar return date is, what your, Whopping wish periods are. You usually will have two, one based on your natal chart and one based on your solar chart. So you'll have this kind of information available to you, and I'll give you a ton of information on that. So if you want interested in any of that, you can check that out in the description box below. So for this reading, though, we're going to move past all this. We're going to look at how we can use this Libra energy and what the Creator would like us to know about that. And I'll do readings for each individual zodiac sign, and we're going to jump into yours right now. All right, Capricorns, this is your weekly energy update, and we're going to start off pulling a card here from the Sacred Creators Oracle. And we'll see what the Creator and Spirit do want you to know about this Libra new moon energy for you this week. All right, so for our Capricorns, what would you like them to know about this Libra new moon energy? Okay, they do want that one for you. And you've got the Creator water element. Perfect. So we'll put this right here. Just move that down a little bit. And let's see what, it's a special card in the back here. All right. So water is, of course, connected to the emotions, being in flow, and relying on your intuition. It governs the germination of ideas and conception, and it lives in the realm of dreams and prophecy. The element of water is insightful, healing, and cleansing. How can your intuition be of use to you right now, and what happens when you allow it to restore your balance? Hello, Libra energy balance, right? We were talking about in the introduction. So how would your situation change if you fell fully into your emotions? How well are your emotions helping you right now? And in what ways can they heal your situation? Are there places that love is hiding, waiting to be found? And the deep dive for the element of water, it says water governs the watery depths of emotions and intuition. So when you tune out all of the should do's and could do's, and you throw logic and responsibility overboard, what's left? Imagine that you are in water on a ship or on a beautiful beach, or maybe you're a mermaid swimming in the depths of the ocean. Tune out everything except how you feel. All you know is that your emotion is guiding you, and that any thoughts that come up for you are the direct result of your intuition. What messages flow into your awareness? I love that. And then immerse yourself in water. Take a ritual bath. Anoint your third eye with some fresh water and feel it open up a little bit more as a result. Dip your hands in a bowl of water and cleanse them of any energy that is holding you back. Infuse them with the magic of water's healing. When you are done, have a tall glass of intuition and healing and wait for it to start working from within. Wow. Yeah, so definitely getting out of the mindfulness that I know Capricorns can be drawn into. I'm a Capricorn rising, so I know it's how I see the world. I can get into that Saturn energy task mode and work. Let's do the work so we can get the reward. But this is about getting a little bit out of our heads and getting more into our hearts and into our intuition. So I love that for all of us. We're also going to get some more information here through the Ask Your Guides Oracle and see what else they'd like to add here. And one more time. All right, so what else for our Capricorns, please? Okay, here we go. And you got a big purple card, which is, of course, the crown chakra, or it's the indigo, even the third eye chakra, right? And it talks about purpose, the master teacher. Card number 38. Let me just move that over here. All right, let's see what message this one has for you. This is about consistency and dedication, reliability and faithfulness. And it says you're beginning to stride into your purpose. Work is no longer a struggle, and your master teacher is guiding you along the way. The more aligned you become with your life's proper path, the more your days will flow with ease. You'll lose track of all barriers as you go with the flow and throw your heart and soul into your efforts, right? Heart and soul. Your dedication will pay off in the long run. But even this isn't important. Your efforts are their own reward. Doing what you love so well and so faithfully fulfills you. Your challenge is to resist the temptation to push yourself to exhaustion. Remain measured and steady, and don't overlook the importance of taking a day of rest at least once a week. Balance, right? Like it was talking about. Your master teacher is pleased with your progress, but reminds you that even though you may love your work and feel that you could work forever, your body and your mind do get fatigued. Develop the wisdom to know when to step away and refresh your soul. Your master teacher's message: pace yourself. Yeah, balance is definitely in here. I do love that, though, by getting out of your mind and into your soul, into your heart. The work we were talking about doing, it says that it comes, into being to, of course, balance, not overworking. But I love that there is this, are you living your dream? And because if you're not doing what you love, then you don't feel all that. So I kind of feel there's those of you that feel that you're doing what you love, and there's others that are going like, oh, wouldn't that be nice? And for those that are saying, wouldn't that be nice? You can connect to your higher self, your soul. Take some time away to really connect and see, how would you uniquely want to share that unconditional love within your heart with the world? How do you want to do that? So I love that. We'll get some more clarity here too as well, of course. And we're going to use the tarot of the magical forest and just get some clarity around this Libra new moon energy and what they want you to know about this living your dream, your purpose. One more. All right. So what else for our Capricorns? What else would you like them to know? Okay. About this energy. Okay. So we'll take those first since they showed themselves first here. Wow. You got two kings that popped out. Amazing. So, of course, first you have the King of Cups. And cups are our emotions. They are the water, the element of water. So this is about you having this balance between your heart and your mind and really understanding your emotions and going into this journey with those. Because, of course, the king rules over water, but all of the kings also get a helping of air. So it's, which is of the mind, the thoughts I was talking about, right? So there is this definite message of balancing heart and mind, thought and emotion as you're looking into this week. And then you have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is your drive, your energy, your passion, your inspiration, which would be driving you towards your purpose here. So the King of Wands is also ruling over that, but it's balancing it with the mind. So it's putting thoughts into action, but it's not overdoing it, right? Because the kings, of course, have been through it all. That means they've been through all, from the aces all the way through all the suit to the end, and they know what it all means. They know they've been through it. They have so much wisdom around emotion, so much wisdom about how to use your energy. And that's definitely coming in here, that you have this wisdom that's coming forward that you're connecting with, that is really guiding you in where you're wanting to go. The kings also represent taking control over those things, not just thinking that other people control your emotions, other people control your energy, but that you are the one that chooses where you invest your emotional energy, where you invest your drive and your energy towards your purpose and your goals. So this is also known as the entrepreneur card. So if that's kind of what you're wanting to do and what your dream would be to work for yourself, doing something, then that is this, little thumbs up and a nod and a wink from the universe. And then you have the Six of Cups. So definitely more emotions coming in here. And the Six of Cups is called the nostalgia card. It really is about a movement of your emotions from one thing to another. I usually look at it as you have some old memories that are popping up this week, or something that's been bugging you, over and over and over and over and over, some situation triggered this emotion inside of you, and it keeps echoing in your life. Either you're witnessing it in other people, or you're remembering it, or dreaming about it, whatever it might be. And it's beautiful because you're able to go back and look at a memory and transform it. And how do you do that? Well, you realize that every moment that we live, and especially with emotional choices, that every moment is either of the unconditional love of the higher realms, or of the fear of losing conditional love of the human world. That's tied into that fear. And when you realize every moment is that, when you look at that memory and you're looking at, is it a memory of unconditional love? Probably not if it's bugging you. That's more of a memory we look back and go, that felt so good. Well, so it's really an emotion of fear, right? So when we realize that when a human goes into fear, we go into fight or flight mode. And when we go into that, our body floods the blood to our arms to fight and to our legs to run away. And so we go out of our minds. We don't think emotionally in a stable way. We don't really think at all, because our body doesn't want us to stand still and get eaten by something that we're really supposed to run from. It just wants us to react in an animal, self-survival way, which of course is not usually kind. So when we realize that, and you look at an emotion, an old memory, and you're like, wow, so when someone said something or did something, their little child self was freaking out. It felt unsafe. It fell out of control some way, and it was trying to get back into control and feeling safe in its own weird, animalistic, reactionary way, which was probably illogical and didn't make sense. We might also have been in fear, and we're also out of our minds. And so when you start to look back and understand and see things from that perspective of all this was all fear and reactionary, like when someone's drowning, how people can panic and smack other people that are trying to rescue them or drag them under the water with them. They're not calm, they're freaking out. And that's what people do when they're not acting in an unconditional loving way. They're acting out of fear. And so you're able to go back and look at all these emotions that are happening here and understanding why people, were doing what they did, why you were reacting the way you did. And you start to see the situation differently. It transforms. You start seeing that other person a bit differently, and that transforms. And you start seeing yourself differently as you transform. So I love that all this water that's coming in here. And we continue on that with the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is reiterating that message I was just talking about here, where every moment is a choice between two different emotions, either unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. So they're definitely reiterating it here, saying, yes, this is what we wanted you to glean during this week, is start to understand that you hold the power to choose what emotion you want to feel in any moment. It's either going to be that of an unconditional love or an emotion of fear, and that you don't have to be in this reactionary mode, because you can start to train your habit on how you want to feel around a situation to be something different than fear, to be something different than what you were taught the should feel or supposed to feel, need to feel, have to feel, must feel when something happens. So they really are talking to you here about your power of emotional choice. This week is really coming into play here. Yeah. And then you have the 10 of Wands. So all that burden, all that energy, all that you've been investing in these emotional things to maintain those fear and that judgment, that resentment, all those emotions tied to fear can exhaust you. And this is you carrying around all that emotional energy. But it's great because the 10 is the ending of this journey, and you're going to put all those down and be able to move onto a new adventure. So all of this is saying that this is where you end up and what you've been holding on to, but you're ready to let go of it. So beautiful balancing energies coming in. And then your final card for this reading, we're going to pull from the Wild Offerings Oracle. Let's give these a couple shuffles here, and we'll see what else they want you to know. And one more time. All right, so, excuse me, what's your final message for our Capricorns for this reading, please? Okay, anything. Okay, I do want that one right there. And you've got empowerment. Yep, that comes your power of choice, emotional choice, right? And I'll let you see that, and then I'll read it. And it says, when you ask the divine to take over, you get pulled into your own authentic power. It's a force of inner love that wants your wholeness and magnificence. Unfold my true and radiant self, dear Lord. Yes. So you are getting into this trueness of who you really are, because you realize that, the small t truths, all these emotions that are tied to the fear of losing conditional love, that's not you. That's this character that you came down here to experience life through. You realize that you're the actor behind that character, a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being that's made of unconditional love. And not that choosing an emotion of fear is a bad thing. Emotions are emotions, and we came here to feel emotions. It's just this freedom that comes, and the balancing, that peacefulness and bliss that comes with balancing, where you're not always in fear all the time, but you're able to ebb and flow between it. And, with all of that, you realize that you're not trapped in feeling these fearful emotions, that you always have a choice. That when you're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired and feeling fear, you can choose unconditional love. But you can always go back to feeling fear when you get bored. So no harm, no foul. But I do love this for you all, you Capricorn. So as you, are going throughout this week, if you are looking, of course, for more messages of love from above, in addition to these weekly energy updates, I also put out monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign and a few other types of videos throughout the month. And if you don't want to miss out on any of those and be updated immediately when they become available, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click the like button. Also click that subscribe button, which gives you access to the notification bell. And when you go in there, if you select the all option, then it's going to give you the ability to get notifications for any new videos that come out on this channel. And doing those things actually helps spread the love. And it does help my channel grow in significant ways, because when you like a video, or you share a video, or you comment on a video, or you especially subscribing to the channel, do any of those things, the YouTube algorithm gets really excited, and it wants to share the videos and messages of this channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am so very grateful for that. These also are general readings, and if you're looking for more specific information and answers for your specific life, I offer personal readings on a sliding price scale. So if you want to check any of those out, they are all listed in the description box below. Alrighty, my beloved Capricorns, as you go throughout this week, please know every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. You have an amazing week. I'm sure we'll be talking soon. In the meantime, you hang in there and you take care.